Hi angels, it's Alyssa from Holistic Angels here to do another spiritual life hacks video. And for this week I thought we'd talk about the mother energy, the divine feminine. We've come into March, and here in the UK we have Mother's Day that falls in March. I don't know about you guys in other countries. I know we sometimes have different dates for different celebrations for some reason, but we have Mother's Day in March. And it got me thinking about the divine feminine, which is something that personally I found very difficult to connect with, that notion. In my life, I've always felt more drawn to working with that masculine type archetype. I want to premise this video by saying though that it does apply to both men and women, because like I say, women can really connect to that father masculine energy, and men can really connect to that divine feminine. Really, they're just labels to describe different kinds of feelings and energies. But for transparency's sake, and for everyone to understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to be using the word mother, but it does apply to both sexes. So really, what I discovered when working with the divine feminine was that it was very much a journey. Like I say, I struggled with it. I always felt like when I was talking about the divine feminine that I may have felt a little impatient, right? It didn't feel very straight to the point to me. It didn't feel very direct, and that's kind of how I was enjoying, carrying myself through life. But I think when you start connecting to the divine feminine, it comes to you at a point in your life where you're starting to gain real wisdom. And this is nothing to do with age. You can get to this point in your teenage years. You may get to this point in your 60s, 70s, 80s. It doesn't mean that anyone is better than the other. It's just different life experiences bring you to the point of embracing the divine feminine, the mother archetype. And no, it's not to do with having your own, physical children, whether you're a mother or father. If you do have your own children, whether you've birthed your own children or you've adopted or you look after your family's children, yes, you may have more of a clear understanding of what it is to be that mother figure, but you can equally, I myself don't have children, and I feel like I connect to the mother energy a lot better now that I've put myself out there and invited her energy in. And one of the ways in which to do this is to connect with Mother Earth. I know it sounds so cliche, but if we think of the mother as like, she's so many things. She's this compassionate, loving, protective energy, but she's also like the huntress. And not in a violent way. The huntress goes out of her way to seek knowledge or to seek whatever it is that she's seeking. Women have been known to have better peripheral vision. And really, that's kind of a metaphor for the divine feminine being able to see things from different people's points of view, being able to see different solutions, and then working with the masculine energy to really bring that into reality. So going out into nature can really help us to connect to this divine feminine aspect of ourselves. I've often found that when you go out into nature and you have a problem, you don't know whether to leave someone behind on your spiritual path because their energy is holding you back, whether that's a friendship group, a partner. That can be a really difficult decision to make, especially if a lot of your foundations are built upon these people or that person. Again, if you're having to leave behind a situation, a job, a career, a life purpose that you thought was your life purpose, and now you're suddenly doubting it, all these things can feel scary to us. Procrastination can come into that, and we put these blockers in with our logical minds. As wonderful as our logical mind may be, it's better for us to open up our hearts and really feel with our intuition and then take action on what feels good. And so going out into nature and really just saying out loud, if you can, would be best, but also in your mind, just speaking to the mother earth, like, what should I do? Like, if you were a child and you were going to your mother for advice, you can approach her in that way. You know, it's respectful, but you're open to receiving the wisdom that she's going to give you. And what I have found, and I think some of you guys may relate to this, is I've been off in my own little world, you know, saying this, getting all carried away with all, you know, ideas or problems or worries or whatever it is. And then the mother will offer you just something that shuts you up, basically, to put it bluntly. You know, just stops you in your tracks. She may offer you a beautiful sunset or sunrise, or she may offer you a bird that just comes from seemingly nowhere and perches on the tree beside you, and suddenly you're transported. Like, your focus is completely shifted. You've stopped that mental chatter because you've just witnessed something so beautiful that touched you so much that you just forget everything that you were chatting on about, right? And that is one of the ways in the mother, like, soothes us and comforts us. She offers us this beauty in the world. We should focus upon this beauty in the world. It doesn't mean that we deny again, like, stuff that's going on in the world that we don't like or that's wrong. Yes, like, we've spoken before, we can be that spiritual activist. We don't have to be passive and spiritual. But at the same time, there comes, like, these points in your life where you just have to stop, and the mother will guide you to doing that. She'll give you something that stops you. And I think, like, going out into nature is a really soothing way on how you can come to this realization without something having to actually happen within your life. And you know, we have a free ebook about the Mother Earth Goddess and how you can connect to her, and there's loads and loads of ways that you can connect with the Mother. Probably too many for this video, so if you're interested in that, I will link the link to that free ebook in our description box down below this video. You just sign up to our monthly newsletter and you will receive the free ebook for you to download and keep and save. And so I really urge you this month or this week, you know, to work with that mother energy. This is a spiritual life hack that I'm not necessarily telling you what to do. I know a lot in my other spiritual life hacks videos, I will give you, like, clear steps and, you know, this is step 1 and this is how to, and I know you guys like those videos, but really I want this to be completely open. I don't want to influence you, you know, too much in any way in how you're going to connect with this mother energy, but I will tell you that nature is a great starting point. And I will tell you that taking a notepad and pen out into nature is also going to be beneficial to you. And I will tell you that, you know, just speaking with the mother is going to give you some great insights. And just imagining yourself just kind of falling into that energy's arms. You know, just allow her to love you. Just let her love you. Some of us have blockages to love for so many different reasons. Maybe there's a female in your life that's hurt you in some way, you know, emotionally or in any, whatever case that may be. And I'm sorry if that has happened to you. But the mother is in Mother Earth, the mother, you know, goddess, if you want to call her that, the mother energy, you know, whatever, it's labels. But that mother would never do anything to harm you or hurt you. She just wants to give you her love. She just is, like, she's abundant. She's completely, like, open all the time. She's offering you all this great stuff, the abundance of nature, the abundance of fruits and vegetables and, you know, sun and rain and everything that keeps our planet, like, alive. We are living on a living planet. The planet is also living. It's not just like some rock that we're living on. It's a living organism. And so we can connect to that life force energy. We can bring that into us. We can wish warm thoughts upon it. And just do that. Just do some gentle exercises this week and see how that works for you. I'd love to know how you're working with the mother energy, if you do that. And if you're completely new to working with the mother, then I'd love to know, you know, what experiences that you've got from going out in nature. It doesn't have to be a sunny day. You could even go out in the rain, you know, if it's safe and you're not going to be swept away or anything. You know, just allow that the mother and all of her facets, all of the weather fronts that she offers you, to just shine upon you and embrace it and allow that divine feminine within you to grow, because your life is going to feel more complete if you just let that in. You know, it doesn't have to be this quick and forceful process. It's about receiving, and it's about flow, and it's about things naturally unfolding. And for some of us that, you know, can get a little impatient and like that direct action, like go, 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 that's going to be an extra task. But it's going to be one that's just going to open up so many doorways for you. You're going to be able to offer more as a person as well. And it will transform your life if you let her energies into your life. So I hope that you've enjoyed this spiritual life hacks video. I know it's a little different from the others, but I'll be back next week with another spiritual life hacks video. And until we speak again, I'm sending you lots of love. I wish you all the best in connecting with Mother Earth energy this week. I love you lots, Alyssa.